There is no blueprint. And what does that mean? That means that instead of looking at what everyone else is doing, instead of looking at the goals that everyone else has, instead of looking at Instagram, seeing the highlight reels of everyone else's life, you have to ignore that. Ignore it completely and start to think, what do I want? What do you want out of life? What is it that brings you joy? What is it that makes you happy? What is it that you deep down really want? Ask yourself that question genuinely and understand that there is no blueprint. There is no such thing as a perfect life. So the goals that other people set, maybe they want to lose weight. But what if you're already skinny? Maybe they want to gain muscle. But what if you're already muscular? You see, like there isn't a blueprint to life. You have to always start with yourself and think, what is it that I want? What do I want out of life? And once you begin to get clear on that, and you know, this is who I want to be, this is where I want to go, then there is no map. You can't you can't just put that destination into Google Maps and start going there. That's not how life works. Life is an experiment. Life is a test of whether you can control your mind or learn to understand yourself and the way that life works in order to get to where you want to be, in order to become the person you want to be. And since there's no blueprints, there is no right answer. It's not like in school where you can get 100% of the right score. That doesn't work in life. No matter what you do, you might seem like you're failing, but in reality, those failures might be what lead you to your biggest wins, the biggest setbacks. If it feels like you're going the wrong way, it might just be leading you down a different path. It might just be that instead of going left, you went right. When you have multiple options, which in life you can always choose to change. You can choose to do something different every day, test something new, see what happens, see what works. And if it doesn't, so what? Maybe it didn't work out. Now you know. Now you try something different. So you can always get to that goal, get to that place where you want to be. You can become that person that you want to be. But there is no blueprint. So stop pretending like there is. Because if you're anything like me, which I know you are, you've fallen into the trap of, what would you call it, like tutorial hell or something along those lines, where you have this goal. Say, for an example, you're trying to make videos and become better at social media. There are countless of channels telling you, do this, 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 and this, and follow this strategy, post like this, use these hashtags, do this, 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 and this, and you'll be successful. But that doesn't really work, does it? Yes, it works for them because they're capturing your attention. But for me, it usually never does. and you usually end up getting stuck in trying to learn and find the perfect strategy, which, spoiler alert, doesn't exist. There is no such thing as a perfect strategy. The best strategy that you can have in reality is trial and error. It's doing, taking action, and seeing what happens. If it doesn't work, you'll probably know pretty soon, and then you can start to shift. You can start to take a different path, and you can use the knowledge that you gained from doing the thing in the first place to now you know all the things that you did wrong, which means you can do the thing right much faster. Whereas if you got stuck in tutorial hell trying to find the blueprints, trying to find the magical path to success and happiness and rainbows and unicorns, guess what? You never took the first step. You never failed. Where are you at? Exactly the same place you were from the beginning. And now you'll probably have to take the same step and fail just like you would have otherwise. It just took longer. It just took more time. So that's why I feel like trial and error and learning by doing is an almost even more powerful path in life. Because again, there is no blueprint. There is no golden ticket to success. The people who find success the fastest are usually the ones who aren't afraid to fail. Or they're the ones that magically end up doing the right thing first time, which most of the time is a lot of luck. But other times, you just don't see that they've failed so many other times in their life because they've tried, they've done something, they've failed, then they tried a different thing. They've went down all of those paths that you haven't even started to explore yet. And that's what makes life fun. Because it's an experiment. You get to try things out and see what happens. And you get to explore the world. You get to see that even if you fail, it feels like shit for a little while, but then you brush yourself off and you get back up again. And you do something better. And you take that experience that you gained and you put it into the new thing that you're trying. And you become even better. You learn even more from the second thing. And once you're on like your 50th thing, like you're unstoppable. Because you have all of the experience. You have all the failures in your back in order to win. So that's why sometimes it's actually a bonus that there is no blueprint. There is no one size fits all for life. Because you can win in your own way. You can figure out the exact path that you want to take in order to get to where you want to be. That's the best part of life. So throw out this notion of finding the perfect way, finding the perfect habits, finding the cheat code, I suppose, is what we often tend to look for. And embrace that life is an experiment. And it's so much fun to just see where you end up and see what you learn along the way. The experience that you gain, that's what we're all here for. those stories you hear that you hear from people, the really good ones, are usually from some of their biggest failures. So just try things out. Treat it like an experiment. There is no blueprint, which means even if it seems like you're failing, you're just learning. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.